The single family home exemption states that homeowners selling single family homes without a licensed real estate agent are exempt from the Fair Housing Act. To ensure success on the real estate exam, you'll need to be well versed in fair housing exemptions. This includes the single family home exemption. Hello everybody, it's Zach here from realestatelicenseWizard.com. Today we're talking about the single family home exemption. Let's get started. Now before we dive into the single family home exemption, you'll need to know about the Fair Housing Act. Don't worry, we have a full video on that, but just for a quick recap, the Fair Housing Act defends protected classes against housing discrimination. These are the 7 protected classes that it protects. This act prohibits discrimination against these groups in the sale or rental of property. While the FHA covers most housing types, there are some exceptions, and that's where the single family home exemption comes into play. So the single family home exemption states that any single family dwelling sold without an agent is exempt from the FHA. This means single family homeowners can be more discriminatory when selling their homes themselves. So what is a single family home? Well, a single family home is a residential property not attached to any other units. These homes are only for one family to live in at a time. Examples of non-single family homes would include apartments, townhouses, condos, duplexes, and even mobile homes. The single family exemption does not cover multifamily homes and other property types. Homeowners selling multifamily properties must follow all fair housing laws. So when does the single family home exemption apply? Well, as mentioned before, there are a few conditions to the single family home exemption. For example, this exemption only applies when 1. The homeowner is not a licensed real estate agent or broker. 2. The homeowner owns fewer than 3 other single family homes. 3. The homeowner is not living on the property during the sale. 4. No discriminatory advertising is used for the sale. And then 5. The exemption has not been used in the previous 24 months. So the sale or rental of the home must meet all these conditions for it to be exempt from fair housing laws. So when does the single family home exemption not apply? Well, this exemption does not allow homeowners to discriminate based on race. They can only discriminate against characteristics such as sex, religion, or familiar status. In fact, there is no exemption to the Federal Fair Housing Act that allows housing providers to discriminate racially. This is all thanks to the Civil Rights Act. Now, this act asserts that citizens must be treated equally regardless of race. So again, the single family home exemption works, but when it comes to race, it does not apply. So what would be an example of a single family home exemption? Well, let's say there was a super religious family and they really only wanted to sell their house to somebody who shared the same religious beliefs. Again, they can't advertise that. They can't say, oh yeah, we're going to sell this house, looking for Catholics only, or looking for, Muslims only, or something like that. They have to, just advertise regularly, but they are allowed, according to this exemption, to say, okay, you know what, we only want to choose somebody with our religious belief to take over this house or to purchase this house. So hopefully that makes sense. And again, with a lot of these exemptions, they're a little bit controversial, but again, you do need to be familiar with them come exam day. So specifically, what do you need to know for the real estate exam? Well, the single family home exemption is one of the exemptions to the Fair Housing Act that all real estate professionals must be aware of, especially for your real estate exam. This rule specifically states that an owner of a single family home is exempt from the FHA provided that they follow every requirement. And remember, those 5 requirements that I brought up earlier, that's what I'm talking about specifically. So they have to meet every one of those requirements. If you understand all that, you'll be good to go come exam day. For more videos on fair housing, click here and click here to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Until next time, bye-bye.